I'm Eileen Albillar. I'm the Volunteer and Community Connections Manager for the Bucks County Opportunity Council. BCOC is the anti-poverty organization. We're a nonprofit for Bucks County, and our mission is to reduce poverty and to promote economic self-sufficiency. I've been with the Opportunity Council since 2010. So back in 2013, the DelVal leadership and the Bucks County Opportunity Council, along with United Way, decided to start some conversations around using the produce grown here locally to help support our local food pantries throughout Bucks County. BCOC is the lead food agency for Bucks County, so we receive the state, federal food money, as well as private donations, philanthropic donations to support the food pantries throughout Bucks County, of which there are more than 70. So we support them with food and access to food. Over the last few years, we've been picking up a lot of initiatives to get healthy, nutritious produce into the pantries as well, so that people who are low income, trying to stretch their dollar, have access to fruits and vegetables, in addition to dried goods and canned goods that they can get at the local pantry. Now, even more than ever, fresh produce is very expensive, and it's out of budget for a lot of people who are working, who are trying to make ends meet. The biggest risk that one can take when they're trying to make ends meet is buying produce at the grocery store, because if it goes bad, it's a waste of money. And we want to ensure that everyone in our community has access to nutritious food, whether they can afford it or not. So we came together with DelVal to bring the labor through our volunteer force to help with picking and harvesting and planting and weeding over the years from May through October every year since 2013. And the university donates that food back to our food pantry system, and we distribute it to the food pantries through things like Fresh Connect, which is our mobile farmers market. So the Bucks County Opportunity Council has been around since 1965. We have a wonderful community of volunteers and donors, students, community members, nonprofit groups, all of whom come together, and we work with corporate groups as well, who bring their teams out to volunteer, and people in the community who live locally. They want to take a couple of hours out of their day to be outside, be outdoors, meet other volunteers, and of course get the fresh produce into the hands of the people who need it most. So we work with Matt Beekman, and over the past few years he is the lead. He lets us know when and how many volunteers are needed in the fields to harvest. So he gives us those instructions, and then I recruit volunteers who sign up online, and then they meet us in the parking lot. We meet with student workers and other folks from DelVal, and they provide the instruction. So what I love most about this project too is that no matter what someone's skill level, they can come out and do good for the community. We've had people who've never been on a farm before come out, and they love to learn about what's happening and all the things that have to go into growing fresh produce and getting it into people's hands, into grocery stores. We've had people who are master gardeners who do this for a living, and they enjoy coming out and sharing their knowledge and getting knowledge from the students. I've been doing this for a number of years, and every time I come out I learn something new about agriculture. So we do the harvesting, and then they go back with the student workers, and then we have a truck driver who comes out periodically, and he will load up the bin of all the produce that's ready for distribution. He will take it back to our cooler to distribute to local food pantry volunteers who take it back to different places around the county, or we take it to Fresh Connect and we take it directly to people in need. We also use some of that produce to do senior bags, because we do home delivery to seniors who are homebound, and now with the added produce through DelVal, we can do direct delivery of fresh produce as well. So we had to take a couple of years of a hiatus with this project because of the pandemic and other factors, and we're so glad to be back in the fields this year to get this produce. It's a project that is loved by the community. Volunteers absolutely love to do this. They can bring their children, they can come out during the summer, teach their children about doing good for others, as well as about how how the fruits and vegetables that end up on their plate, where they come from, and all the work that takes into planting and growing and harvesting and making sure that that grows appropriately, taking care of pests, watering, all those things, and how environmental factors affect the growth of produce. We are so grateful for this partnership, and it has been a wonderful thing for the people that we serve, as well as for our community and our organization. So we're looking forward to continue this partnership and to continue to grow the amount of produce that we can grow here locally and get into the hands of people who need it.